Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the news from SABA satellite channel from Marib. Here are tonight's top stories.
President Al-Alimi welcomes new Saudi budget support package, welcomes extension of Massam project.
PLC member Al-Arada reviews progress on Marib International Airport, confirms near readiness.
Yemen calls for greater development support at Islamic Development Bank meetings.
Welcome back and to details. President of the Presidential Leadership Council, Rashad Al-Alimi, has expressed Yemen's appreciation for a new Saudi financial package aimed at supporting the state budget and strengthen economic stability. In a statement, Al-Alimi thanking Salman bin Abdul Aziz and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for directing a new installment for financial support to the Yemeni government. The president also praised the close follow-up of Saudi Defense Minister Prince Khalid bin Salman and the efforts of the Saudi Program for Development and Reconstruction of Yemen, describing the support as a vital contribution to sustaining government operations, stabilizing the national currency, and easing humanitarian pressures. The announcement came after Saudi ambassador to Yemen and Supervisor General of the Saudi Program of Development and Reconstruction of Yemen, Mohammed Al-Jaber, confirmed that Saudi leadership had approved a new package worth more than 200 to 24 million Saudi riyals to help finance the government's budget deficit and cover public sector salaries.
And in a related context, President Rashad Al-Alimi welcomed Saudi Arabia's decision to extend the Massam mine clearance project in Yemen for an additional year, describing the initiative as a long-term investment in the safety and future of the Yemeni people. President Al-Alimi thanked Saudi leadership for continuing one of the largest humanitarian demining operations in the region, noting that the project has saved thousands of lives from mine planted by the Houthi militia. The extension was announced by the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, which renewed the project at a cost exceeding $52 million. Since launching operations in Yemen in 2018, Massam has removed more than 567,000 landmines, unexploded ordnance, and explosive devices from affected areas across the country.
Member of the Presidential Leadership Council and Marib Governor Sultan Al-Arada has reviewed progress on the construction of Marib International Airport, describing the project as a major investment in connectivity, development, and public services. During a site visit, Al-Arada received briefings from engineers and project supervisors on construction progress, implementation timelines, and remaining technical requirements. He praised the work of engineering and technical team and noted that preparations are already underway for the installation of essential operational equipment and systems needed to bring the airport into service. Al-Arada also stressed that the airport is not only a development project for Marib, but a national facility designed to serve citizens from across Yemen. He said improved air connectivity would support mobility, investment, economic activity, and humanitarian access.
Member of the Presidential Leadership Council and Hadramaut Governor Salim Al-Khambashi has reaffirmed local authorities' commitment to supporting cultural, artistic, and sports initiatives as part of broader efforts to promote development and youth engagement across the governorate. During meetings in Mokalla, Al-Khambashi reviewed the work of Yemeni artist Rasha Al-Haddad, whose portfolio includes traditional and digital art, portrait illustration, cartoon design, and three-dimensional digital sculpture, praising her achievements at local and international events and participation in regional exhibitions. Al-Khambashi said, supporting artists and creative talents helps showcase Hadramaut's cultural identity and strengthen its presence at both national and international levels. In a separate meeting, he reviewed preparations for upcoming sporting and cultural events. He directed that the distinguished athletes be honored for their achievements and reaffirmed support for improving efforts, sports infrastructure, expanding opportunities for youth participation, and assessing lower division clubs seeking promotion to higher competitions.
Yemen has participated in the annual meetings of the Islamic Development Bank Group in the Azerbaijani capital Baku, with the Planning and International Cooperation Minister Afrah Hazouba leading the Yemeni delegation. The meetings bring together representatives from 57 member states, international organizations and development institutions to discuss economic cooperation, sustainable development and strategies for addressing shared challenges. During the opening sessions and a series of high-level discussions, Azouba stressed the importance of increasing support for countries facing humanitarian and development challenges, including Yemen. She said stronger partnerships and coordinated financing are essential to advancing economic recovery, improving basic services, and promoting sustainable development. The minister also highlighted the role of the Islamic Development Bank's concessional financing mechanisms in supporting private sector growth, technology, renewable energy, and capacity building programs in least developed countries. She called for expanding innovative financing tools and strengthening cooperation with international financing or financial institutions.
In a separate panel on resilience and fragile states, Azouba noted that years of conflict and economic shocks have eroded development gains in Yemen and other vulnerable countries.
These 12 years start, from the starting of the eruption of the conflict in Yemen. Yemen development indicators collapsed. So we are speaking about 80% of population in poverty. 50% of them are suffering multidimensional poverty. Revenues, public revenues cut by 70%. And so the deficit is very high in budget. Depreciation in the local currency and comparing to the US dollar. Which also impact on high inflation rate, increase in prices of basic services and goods. In addition to this, we have very alarming indicators regarding children out of schools, more than 4.5 million kids out of schools, and stunting indicators unfortunately reach about 49% of children below 5 years. So we are speaking about very gloomy and sad indicators, and at the same time we are hit by compounded hits and crises. Climate change affecting Yemen, and it's one of the 3 most affected countries in the in the world. This impact on water crisis, depletion of water resources, problems with floods, drought seasons, impacting agriculture seasons, impacting fishery stock.
Azouba stressed the need to prevent further deterioration in essential sectors, calling for stronger international support to build the capacity of state institutions, unlock development financing, and help Yemen move from crisis response toward long-term recovery and resilience.
We received huge support, humanitarian support, but this support worked away from the state institutions, which, when this support declined, we have been left alone. And we realized the fact that our health institutions, schools, and social safety nets also left alone. And we faced the reality, we have to find ways to run all these services and provide it with the needed support. So I think that the core thing is building the capacity of the institutions, of state institutions, and building it on what we call a mutual accountability framework that can help, to improve governance, accountability, transparency from one side, and also linking it with the support from the MDBs. The other thing we are speaking also about some work to unlock more funding. This is also very crucial for us, for both for crisis mitigation strategies, including enhancing the preparedness of our institutions, early warning systems, and also, for development purposes, including areas of high potential, like, energy sector, agriculture, fishery sector, including also, ports, because Yemen has a perfect location that can be an added value, not just for us, but also for our neighbor countries and also for the global economy.
Yemen has showcased its economic recovery efforts and future investment potential at the Arab-German Economic Conference in Berlin. Leading the Yemeni delegation, Ambassador Lu'ay Al-Eryani highlighted several positive economic indicators, including renewed engagement with the International Monetary Fund, World Bank projects worth $250 million, improvements in the exchange rate of the Yemeni rial, and ongoing efforts to strengthen public financial management. The session also featured German Ambassador to Yemen, Thomas Schneider, who described Yemen as a promising future market due to its population size and economic potential. Participants discussed prospects for economic recovery, private sector investment, and long-term development as Yemen continues efforts to strengthen economic stability and attract international partnerships.
A specialized training program for Yemeni diplomats has concluded in Rome, marking another step in efforts to strengthen the capacity of Yemen's diplomat service and enhance institutional performance within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The program brought together 25 participants from the ministry and focused on developing professional and diplomatic skills needed to address contemporary foreign policy challenges. Speaking at the closing ceremony, Deputy Foreign Minister Mustafa Nu'man thanked the Italian government for its support and emphasized the importance of investing in the development of Yemen's diplomatic cadre. He said the training provides participants with practical tools and international expertise that can contribute to strengthening the ministry's performance and advancing Yemen's diplomatic engagement. For his part, Italian Deputy Foreign Minister Edmondo Cerielli said the program reflects Italy's commitment to supporting institutional capacity building and peace efforts in Yemen. And that brings us to the end of tonight's bulletin. For more updates, visit our digital platform. Thank you for watching and have a good time.
Have a good time.